All right, folks, check this out. Donald Trump and his administration have lost to the people of Los Angeles again. They have beaten Trump again. I don't know why he keeps going to war with the people of California, because it continues to backfire on him, and that's exactly what happened today. We just learned that ICE agents requested permission to use Dodger Stadium parking lots and were denied by the team, Dodger Stadium for the LA Dodger baseball team, and they said no. They were turned away at the door in a humiliating moment for Donald Trump. Let me break down the story for you really quickly. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents were seen staging near Dodger Stadium on Thursday morning amid reports of more raids being conducted throughout Los Angeles County. Dozens of federal agents in SUVs and cargo vans, most wearing tactical gear with their face covered, they're still wearing face masks, gathered near the Gate E entrance before heading out to various locations in the area. Local elected officials told ABC7 that Los Angeles City Council District 1 workers alerted the LAPD of the staging near the stadium. The police department then notified the Dodgers organization. And we actually have footage of ICE setting up this morning. This is very early in the morning, and you can see all these blacked out vehicles. And if you look closely, you can see that the agent on the left with the black vehicle has his face covered, and all these different agents had their entire faces covered. They are masked agents just showing up at Dodger Stadium, requesting access, and hoping that it's granted to them so they can conduct their immigration raids. Now, them showing up to Dodger Stadium attracted several dozen protesters, prompting the Los Angeles PD officers to form a skirmish line that separated the activists from the area where the ICE personnel had gathered. And the gathering remained peaceful as of noon, and it stayed peaceful the entire time. And I actually have footage of the protest to show you, and people are really making their voices heard. They are fired up. Just take a look.
ICE out of LA! 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 ICE out of LA!
Man, I gotta say, shout out to all of these people who showed up protesting against ICE. You can see that some of them had F ICE signs. They were saying ICE out of LA. And as soon as they got word that ICE was setting up at Dodger Stadium, they got out there and made sure to make their voices heard. And here's a journalist on the ground who managed to capture some of the protests as well. Take a look.
Take it off!
This Dodger Stadium, and behind me, those are federal agents.
And look, right here, just want to pause it really quickly. You can see them masked up still. They're still wearing masks. We have masked agents just detaining people all over the country, and you're seeing this everywhere. It's insane.
That appeared to have been staging here after what have been a series of immigration enforcement actions in Los Angeles this morning. So now you've got protesters, media. Here at Dodger Stadium, outside the parking lot, while federal agents are there, seemingly blocked in for now. This is an ongoing and developing situation.
Wow. And that protest grew. I mean, that is kind of earlier in the protest. More and more people showed up. And I love people showing up with their dogs as well. That's fantastic. And this is what it ended as. These people showed up. You can see the crowd grew in the background, and ICE were eventually escorted away by the LAPD off the property. The gate is clear, and the crowd started to disperse. ICE eventually had to leave the protesters. Los Angeles, the great city of LA, got them out of there. The LAPD escorting them out as well. No staging, no using of the Dodger Stadium or their parking lot to do their ICE enforcement. None of that crap, none of that garbage. They were escorted out. It's a great video to watch, honestly. Just seeing them driven away by LAPD because those people showed up, because the word got out to the people of Los Angeles. Again, Donald Trump just keeps losing to California, whether it be Gavin Newsom or just protesters and citizens in LA. He loses every single time. It is humiliation after humiliation. And the Dodgers put out a statement about what happened this morning, and they said, quote, "This morning, ICE agents came to Dodger Stadium and requested permission to access the parking lots. They were denied entry to the grounds by the organization. Tonight's game will be played as scheduled. Now, it was originally believed that the Dodgers actually granted them access, but they're saying, no, we didn't. And as we saw in the videos, they did not either. They completely denied ICE. ICE were not allowed to use their facilities. And what's amazing about this day in particular, this taking place right now, ICE getting driven out of Dodger Stadium, is that they are actually planning to make an announcement to assist immigrants impacted by ICE. This is according to the New York Times. The Los Angeles Dodgers are expected to announce their plans Thursday to assist immigrant groups affected by recent militarized raids in the city by ICE, two teams officials told The Athletic, which is the New York Times sports publication. Though it's not immediately clear what the plans entail, this is expected to be the organization's first official response to the raids, which have spawned massive protests throughout the United States. The ICE crackdown has come part of Donald Trump's push to be tougher on immigration. While Trump was running for the second term, he promised, obviously, to carry out the largest domestic deportation operation in American history. And they talk about how on Thursday morning, several social media images appeared to show ICE agents using Dodgers Stadium parking lots as a staging area. Two team officials told The Athletic that agents attempted to access the stadium but were denied. Dodgers chief marketing officer Lon Rosen previously told the LA Times, quote, "We're not going to comment on the ongoing raids." And Dodgers manager Dave Roberts called the events in Los Angeles unsettling before deferring any further statements, saying, "I haven't dug enough and can't speak intelligently on it." So I mean, look, I wish the Dodgers officials would have been stronger in condemning these ICE raids across Los Angeles, but they are going to be assisting immigrants. And that this announcement is expected to come the same day that ICE tried to gain access to their stadium and, of course, were denied. And the problem for ICE is not only are they being humiliated across the United States, not only are the American people turning on ICE and saying, hey, why are you ruining our communities? Why are you ruining our lives? But ICE is also going broke. ICE is in the process of going broke. So every time they try to do a stunt like this, they go to Dodger Stadium and try to set up, they waste more money. According to Axios, this is an article posted the other day, ICE's cash crisis deepens amid the immigration crackdown. Donald Trump's immigration crackdown is burning through cash so quickly that the agency charged with arresting, detaining, and removing immigrants could run out of money next month. ICE is already $1 billion over budget by only one estimate, with more than 3 months left in the fiscal year. They're $1 billion over budget. That's alarmed lawmakers in both parties and raised the possibility of Trump clawing funds from other agencies to feed ICE, which wouldn't surprise me. Now, of course, Donald Trump's big ugly bill, which he's trying to pass, could direct an extra $75 billion or so to ICE over the next 5 years. That's $75 billion with a B. So they're trying. Donald Trump is definitely trying. But right now, they're going broke. They're $1 billion over budget. And when they have stupid stunts like this, where they're getting denied at Dodger Stadium, it just makes things worse for ICE. So anyway, I just had to bring you this story. The people of Los Angeles prevail once again against Donald Trump and his administration. So shout out to you if you're from California, but also just shout out to you for being an American who's willing to stand up to Donald Trump. We love to see it. Anyway, I will leave the video there. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Make sure to subscribe to the channel down below. It goes an incredibly long way. Drop a like on the video, comment, let me know what you think about this story. And as I always say, I greatly appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.